Now a story of love and gratitude on this Valentine's Day Eve.
Health reporter Stephanie Stahl is here to share it with us all, Steph.
This eve of Valentine's Day, a special story for you guys. The staff at Jefferson's Burn Center has some sweet treats to celebrate Valentine's Day tomorrow. They come from a patient and his wife who feel like they have an extended family at the hospital.
Hey guys, how are you?
Nick Kasarwich back for a visit to Jefferson's new burn unit with a special Valentine thank you.
Brought chocolate chip cookies and brownies.
Nick and his wife Kate spent months here and now have a special bond with the medical team.
They took such good care of Nick and such good care of me, and I just wanted to share, our appreciation with them.
The unimaginable happened to Nick, a construction worker in October. A load of asphalt was accidentally dumped on him. He was buried in it up to his waist.
Excruciating pain. I was screaming like crazy, crying. I didn't know what was going to happen. It was just unbelievable pain.
It happened just as the newlyweds were about to celebrate their first anniversary.
Not the honeymoon year that we expected to have, that's for sure.
Instead of enjoying their new marriage, Nick was being treated for extensive burns, mainly on his legs.
The skin graft is really good down here, Nick.
Dr. William Hughes, the head of Jefferson's Burn Center, took skin from Nick's stomach and back and grafted it onto his legs.
When you cover someone with skin or you have a burn that is healed on its own, it gets very tight and it hurts to move and it feels almost like it's tearing.
Hard to say what's worse, being in pain or watching someone you love in agony.
It rips your heart out. But he inspires me every day, so the things that he was accomplishing and able to do is just amazing.
Finally able to walk again, Nick still has stiffness in his legs.
Does it hurt to walk? It doesn't hurt to walk, it's just kind of more tedious.
Thankful to be alive, Nick wants to make sure to share his gratitude with his lifesavers.
When the accident happened, I didn't think that I was going to have a chance to be here right now. I didn't know if I was going to have my legs, and I didn't know if I was going to have my life, and I just can't thank them enough.
About that. Now, Nick says he eventually hopes to return to his construction job. The burn team at Jefferson that's leading his recovery includes surgeons, nurses, and a variety of occupational and physical therapists.
Wow.
What a team. That's great.
What a team. What a couple.
Wow.
And giving back, saying thank you to
Yes.
the people who they say saved his life.
No
really
question.
is something.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Wonderful story.
Thanks.